Hello everyone and welcome back to Prodigal Overland. My name's Brad. In this video, what we're going to be showing you guys is my new favorite budget-friendly portable battery generator. This is from Bluetti. This is the Bluetti EB55, newly released to the market. Retails for $4.99. In this video, what I'm going to be telling you guys is our favorite features about this battery, kind of how long the battery lasts, and also give you guys a promo code to get $54 off of this battery if you order through that link. So stick around and see what's coming next. Alright guys, so when you get your battery, obviously it comes with your wall adapter, so you can charge it doing that. We have found that it takes about 3 hours from completely dead to charge with just a wall battery. Bluetti also will give you a solar charger that's got the two, so if you've got a solar panel, they usually have this type of plug set up, so you would plug this into the solar panel and then the other end of it actually will slip in kind of right here is where it charges. So you can theoretically charge on a wall adapter and the solar at the same time. And if you're doing that, I think they say about an hour and a half to 2 hours to charge it. So I have found that this charges very, very quickly, which is nice. I wanted to give you guys just a quick look at it charging in our Jeep. If you've got a vehicle that's got a 12-volt plug, you can easily charge the battery here. And when you do that off our car battery, we were putting in about 75 watts here. And here's what it looks like when you actually plug it into a regular 110 wall outlet. We're putting in around 206 watts, which again allows this battery to charge up from absolute dead in about 3 hours. You've got 4 110 regular standard wall ports. You've got 4 of the USB. And then there's a USB-C 100-watt port here. I use this to charge up my MacBook Air. If you've got anything that actually charges on the USB-C, that's going to stick up to 100 watts into your battery. So that works for fast charging. Obviously, here's where your input is. It's got a little cover here, but you can plug it in there. One of the things I do like about this is the display that pops up when you hit any of these. You can turn on each of these zones independently so that the whole battery isn't kind of on at once. You're just lighting up each as you need to use it. For the quick charge up top, it's actually, you're going to do the USB charge and that'll activate your quick charging up top here. Our last battery had a knob that twists and the knob was falling out. I tried to glue a knob. Don't glue a knob on, that doesn't work, but no worries with this one. We're just pushing a button to turn each zone on. The battery itself is also super quiet. It does have a fan for cooling on this side, although for the vast majority of my usage, I haven't had the fan kick on. We did have it kick on when it was out, when we were using it out in the sun in the heat and it was drawing a lot. The fan did kick on to cool the battery. So it works, but it is generally speaking a super, super quiet battery. So when we're out camping and overlanding and we've got our fridge with us, you can actually be running we run our fridge off the car. We can be charging the battery at the same time. Then when we pull into camp and shut off the car, we can actually switch to powering our IceCo fridge with this battery. So I did some tests on this, and this battery alone will last you probably about 14 hours with a chest freezer. At least it did with ours. I can put some footage of that in here for this test here. What I'd like to try to do is see how long the EB55 can actually power our IceCo chest. This is the V60, I believe, fridge freezer. So right now we have our fridge set to both sides set to freezer. So we're at like 3 degrees on one side and 7 on the other. And what I went ahead and did is, like, I'm kind of simulating like, you know, you're ready to go for a weekend trip. So it's already chilled, it's loaded up, the things inside are frozen. as if, you know, the night before you packed it up, chilled it, and you're about to run it on your battery pack. So what we're gonna do next is actually plug in the EB55 and have that power our fridge freezer. And I'd like to see how many days we can get out of this battery. Now, I'd like to see if we can get at least a night or two out of it, so that if you were going on a weekend, you could use this. I feel like the battery itself might be a little bit small to power this that long, but we'll find out. All right, so we got to our new spot. We're running currently off of the 12 volt part of the battery. Let me show you up here. We got things out of the elements a little bit. So one thing that's kind of neat about the battery there, it tells you exactly what we're drawing right now. Battery's at 100%, and drawing about 36 watts currently. So we'll just kind of leave this set up. Again, we've got both the freezers running, so it's asking more than I would think it would ask if we were just doing refrigeration. All right, guys, so we are about 10 hours later. We're about 40% battery life. I don't think the compressor's on the second because we're not really drawing anything. When it's kicked on, at least this IceCo is pulling about 33 watts out as far as the output goes. But just to give you an idea, I think out of this little guy running that big thing on, as you can see, we're at 3 and 7 degrees, so it's really not even refrigerator. It's like I said, freezer mode. I would guess you'd get anywhere between 12 to 14 hours of continuous running. One of the things we've done before from a battery management perspective is when we're actually out on the trails or we're driving, we'll have the chest freezer plugged into the Jeep as well as the battery. That way they're both charging at the same time. Then when we hit into camp and the car shuts down, we can actually just run things off of the EB55. I will say though that if you need a battery that can actually last the whole weekend, you probably want to check out some of the larger batteries that Bluetti sells on their website. The EB55 in particular would need some sort of recharging going on if you had to make it through a weekend of camping. Again, assuming that you're running some sort of a chest freezer or something that's just putting a continual draw. If you just needed the battery to charge up devices, drone batteries, stuff like that, I think the EB55 would be absolutely fine. The EB55 also has this wireless charging ability. So if you've got a phone or device that's capable of that, you just need to set it up top, no wires needed, and it'll charge it. Another thing I really enjoy about this battery is the fact that they've incorporated a flashlight or a light on the back of this. There's different settings from a low setting to a high powered setting, and then even like a distress signal. So if you get in a spot where you want to draw attention to yourself, there are flashing almost like hazard lights included with this. So this battery has a 700 watt inverter and can handle surges up to 1400 watts. What that means is often when you plug a bunch of stuff in and it just kicks on, there's a higher draw initially till it kind of settles in. So it does have an inverter that can handle some of those spikes. We have not had any issues plugging in, like I said, our chest freezer, all of our electrical gear, that kind of thing. It's been fine. Just to give you guys a sense for what you can actually charge and use this battery for, we've got an iPad, my MacBook Air, we're charging 3 iPhones here, another portable battery, and 2 walkies. And we're pulling, when I look right here, around 70 watts out of this battery. As far as total capacity of this battery, it's a 537 watt hour battery, which in the world of portable generator batteries puts it as kind of a medium-sized battery. So as far as portability, this battery comes in at about 16 pounds. It's got a built-in handle right here that just kind of flips up. So it's super easy to carry like that. It's still 16 pounds, but some of the other batteries I've seen, or batteries that we have, are probably 25 pounds. So this is quite a bit lighter than that, a little bit easier. So it just is a great battery. If you're looking for a battery that's going to charge your devices, we've charged, like I said, iPhones, computers, our drone batteries. So if you got a drone that you're using, this will charge that. Another thing that's nice about this battery is, like I said, this runs right around $500. When we were originally looking at batteries, when we started doing our trips and traveling full time, most of the batteries we saw were coming in around $1,000 for a battery, which is a lot of money to shell out. Now, this battery's capacity is not as large as some of those, but we have found it's certainly able to charge up everything we need it to charge, and the recharge time is so quick that it's not hard for us to get power back into this. So guys, if you're interested in this battery, we do have a promo code for it. So you can look in the description of this video, and that'll get you about $54 off of this battery, which would knock it down to around $450. So again, check that promo code out. Also guys, you can check the links, other links in this video for other gear that we use that you guys can snatch up if you want to get into more overlanding, off-roading. We've got links there for you. Thanks so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Big thanks to Bluetti for providing this battery, and we will see you guys again real soon.